Hello, everybody. that was funny. So last time I looked at the clock, it said 5:17, and I did a couple of tiny little tasks in the shop. And then I said, I'm going to take a break here. So I'm going to grab a soda and go in and sit next to Carrie and watch something stupid on TV, like some guy getting shot or something like that. And all of a sudden, I said, well, not all of a sudden. I just happened to see, I wanted to know how many more minutes I had. And I said, hey, Carrie, what time is it? She goes, 6:02. I'm like, oh, crap. So I'm late. That whatever number of minutes went real fast. Anyway, hello, Larry. Good to see you today. Christina James is in the house. Getting ready for the game tomorrow. Yeah, very exciting. Teresa Raymer is in the house. And Larry Trudy is in the house. Oh, my goodness, we got the whole crowd here. Joe is in the house. Hello, Joe. Hello, Christina. Hello, Teresa. Hello, Larry. I don't see Cindy. Somebody called, the lookout search crew for Cindy. Denise is in the house. Denise D909. I don't know what that means. Must be the 909 person to have Denise D. Let's see. Denise, did you start Angel of Justice yet, or did you already finish it? Ooh, good question. Let's see. Trudy, Larry, Joe. Rachel's in the house. Hello, Rachel. Now I know you're mama to Blake. Now that I see Rachel Weinbarger 2013, I'm like, I know who that is. Hey, Audrey, how we doing? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Jess Russ is in the house. Hello, Jess. And Lori Williams is here. Awesome. Good crowd. Love it, love it, love it. So, let me back up a second. Denise, who's in the crowd, has an aunt. And Denise's aunt is pretty knowledgeable about some pretty cool stuff in the pen world. And we're talking one night because I'm designing a pen for Denise for her aunt. By the way, I'm over here wandering around looking for a blank. I shot the blank out of the mold. I don't know where it went. Oh, is that it? Oh, nope, that's not it. I'm not sure where it went in the shop. It just shot out, and I'm not, it landed somewhere, but I'm not sure where it went. I'll find it eventually. But we were talking about pens, and she's into the fountain or the rollerball pen with the very fancy stuff. She's got some really cool pens. Hey, Stephanie Pike, good to see you. So we're just talking about stuff, and she mentions this, or she's got this pen, and it's made out of this stuff called Mazzucchelli. And I think we talked about this one. Yeah, I'm going to put it in the chat. Mazzuchelli. Mazzucchelli. And it was before they started doing all the fancy resins we have now, and to make things that didn't break that were really good, they made this acetate called Mazzucchelli. And it was actually the name of the company that made this stuff. So if you can see this stuff here, this is, you can see the name, Mazzucchelli. Oh, there's two C's. I only put one in there. They also, what?
Mazzucchelli upside down.
There we go. But they also, they don't make this anymore. This was a company that started in 1849. They made a number of things, but some of this is new old stock that's available around the world. And this sheet right here cost $50. And you can see it's got a pattern. They use this still today in something very close to high-end sunglasses. So if you see sunglasses that sort of have this pattern, it could be this acetate. What I can do, though, to make this into a pen blank, because I think this will make a killer ink pen, I'm going to cut 3/4 inch strips. And I'm going to use this stuff called Weld On 16. And Weld On 16 is also known as, let me get the word here, methylene chloride or dichloromethane. Same word said differently or same chemical thing. And you can buy, and I actually ordered some on Amazon, this stuff called Weld On 16. And you essentially cut strips and then you clean each strip with isopropyl alcohol. And that cleans all the stuff. Scuff it up with a little bit of sandpaper, clean it again. And then you put one strip of that weld on there, and you put one strip on top of another. So I'll cut this into 3/4 inch things, and then you put one on top of the other, and it doesn't glue it, it welds it together. It's a solvent that softens both sides of this thing, and then it becomes one. And this Weld On 16 is optically clear. So that way it looks like this, only stacked up. This happens to be, I think this is 8 millimeters thick. So it's a little over 1/4 inch, but it's very cool. So there's one sheet I got, which will be really neat. This is another sheet here, and this is sort of, I'll put it, well, you can't really, you need something bright below it. You can see that it is red, sort of a rosy red through there. Let me see how that, oh yeah, it's coming up pretty cool. And had to leave for an auction. Did you win? Hey, Jacob Jansen, good to see you, buddy. Let's see, Jacob's in there. Make sure. Oh, Catherine. Hello, Catherine. Hello, my electricity joined the Muertas 2 for 11 hours. Excellent, excellent. And make sure I don't miss anybody. Okay, looks like we got everybody. Good to see everybody in there. But anyway, so I've got this stuff. Tim, that is a nasty chemical. Yes, you must use it with gloves, eye protection, and well ventilated. So I'll be opening the garage door and sitting there right next to the garage door. Yes, it is a rough one, but thank you, Jess. I appreciate that. Yes, I got all the warnings and stuff from ChatGPT. So yeah, they informed me well. Let's put it that way. And by the way, Jacob, I made it through Jess Russ's. I got to show, this pen came out gorgeous. Jess, remember that we had that aluminum thing from last week, and I kept this pen very basic because it's got this aluminum in here, and I have the most difficult time, and I don't know why, but I get these little segments that like to pop out while I'm turning it, and then it leaves a big, there's a little bit of remaining one there that did pop out. Only one popped out this time, so it came out cool. And then it's got this gorgeous wood on this end that Jacob has stained and stabilized, so it came out gorgeous. Kevin's got to buff this up. I didn't dare go into the middle of this with this aluminum because it has not been my friend, and I have to learn how to deal with it. But Jacob, I'm telling you, I turned the lathe on as fast as it would go, replaced the blade on my knife to get as sharp as I could be, and I took the tiniest little bites out of here. I mean, this thing took me like 20 minutes to turn. So I was really, really slow. But Jess, you're going to love this. Came out gorgeous. Despite no big design in the middle, you've got this gorgeous honeycomb from the aluminum and all that blue and light blue and stuff and white in there. So that'll be pretty cool. And then the other one that she picked out from the other one that fell apart was this one here. And this has a little bit of resin on this end that's sort of dark burgundy, maybe kind of thing. It's almost black. And then this is nothing but burl. I'm not even sure if you can see that on there, but this is wood from here to here. And Jacob, you did a great job stabilizing this because, man, this thing was rock hard. And it is just, I love this piece of wood. It's very subtle. It's dark, but man, does it look good. And you can see it shine as you twist it around. So yeah, Jess, we got your blanks in from Jacob. He hooked you up, and I didn't destroy them. That's the key right there, right? I didn't destroy them. Yep, it was sharp. It was negative rake, the whole bit. Yeah, it just drive me crazy, man. Just, whoo, rosy red. I call it rust. That's cool, whatever you like. But this stuff here, is gorgeous. And again, this is 8 millimeters thick. So we'll be using some of that nasty stuff to weld it together because this will be a gorgeous, gorgeous thing. And then there's this one here that's a lot thinner. It's about 4 millimeters thin or thick. And it's sort of got a shaded way on there. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one yet, but I wanted to see it. That's why I ordered it. But each one of these was about $50. This one I think was $39, but that was $49.98 or something like that. They don't make this stuff anymore. And it says Mazzucchelli Castiglione Alona va Italia. So this was made in Italy, started in 1849. And you can't even read the product name on there anymore. But this guy found a treasure trove of this somewhere in a warehouse, and he's selling pieces of it off. But it's very cool. Very neat. So I'm going to keep it in here. It'll be a project in the coming weeks because, one, I got to get the courage to understand how to do all that stuff and make it work. But it'll be fun no matter what we're doing. And one day I'll find that other blank. Wow, show it under the scope. Oh, you talk which one, Jess? The wooden one? Let's show the wooden one. Yeah, that's black dyed maple burl. Gorgeous. Oh my goodness. It was so much burl. Let's shift the camera to the scope here. Yeah, you want to use this pen in a well-lit room because it is pretty dark. But look at all that burl in there. Oh my goodness, so gorgeous. And I swear, turning this was like turning a concrete block. And, maple is known for its hardness. So, yeah. Yeah, it is beautiful. And then it ends there, and you've got this super dark burgundy. I saw a little flash of purple in there. See if we can get a better angle on that. Yeah, just freaking gorgeous. This is a very rich pen. Yeah, this thing is beautiful. No, that's redwood lace burl. That's hard too. That is hard too. Yeah, we'll definitely show anything under the scope. Box elder burl, maple burl. No, it is redwood lace burl. It is gorgeous. My goodness, my goodness. What's beautiful? So we're saying, what did Catherine do? Yes, it is finally back. Oh, do you have power now? Oh, gotcha. Yeah, good. We're glad you got power. No doubt about it, Catherine. No doubt about it. The cats can now get their food. That's what's important. Larry's got some poplar that's just as hard. I thought poplar was not a hardest wood, but a softer wood, kind of thing. Yeah, it is gorgeous. It is so pretty. Now, why can't I? Oh, there we go. Beautiful edge. Okay, thought I was missing some stuff here. Anyway, so we've been in the shop all day, playing, having a good time. Had a little bit of time for podcast. And Carrie had a whip and chat today. So I've been all over the place. I prepared a lot of blanks to do tomorrow. I got a lot of ink pens to do and a lot of regular pens to do, regular diamond painting pens. And I'm about halfway through the process of rebuilding the end of Leanne's pen yesterday. And we had a piece separate right here. So that's all in there. And then there was a little piece right there that was colored. Then I'm going to rebuild the rest of this with some UV resin. I'm going to make a little bit gold like that there so it'll look cool. But this will be, and I've got this bushing here. I took it out. I coated it in Vaseline. So when I put it back in and I rebuild this end with some of that UV resin, it'll not stick to the bushing because that would be a stinker if I couldn't get that out. But yeah, we are putting it together. That is for sure. Then we'll finish that one up for her and send her on her way, and she'll be very, very happy. Oh, what else have we done today? Let's see. We just been having a good time. Nonstop, little tiny projects all day long. Okay, Carrie, who's up first? Let me come over here. It looks like Trudy. Trudy, be up first. And let's see, I have cut hers down to size, drilled them, and got bushings in them. And let's see, the wisteria purple with glitter baseball bat. Is this the one with the little... Oh, that's the Wednesday one down there. Oh, it's this one here. It's the purple one with the 3D printed hearts. Got it. Very nice. Let me shift over to the lathe. Oh, it didn't change. What's going on here? There we go. Thank you, Jess. It looks like a panther. Yeah, that wooden one's not going to break. That thing is dense. You'd have to hit that with a hatchet to make it break. My goodness, it is hard. Don't recommend that, but it is hard. It is. It looks like a piece of furniture, quite frankly. Something looks like a panther. What looks like a panther? I didn't show anything yet. I was just over at the... Oh. I was showing Leanne's blank. So this is the one yesterday that fell apart, and it separated right on that cinnamon stick there. Just a bad placement of the cinnamon stick, or me not paying attention or something. But it ate up in the end when it fell off. So I glued this piece back in, glued this really big piece back in there. We'll sand that. You'll never notice it. And then I'm going to rebuild the end of this with the UV resin. I'm going to tint it a little bit of this gold here to make it look gorgeous and match up really, really nice. But it happens, and it's my job to, fix this up. It happens 1 in every 100 pens when it happens like this. But, hey, it's part of the game, right? Part of figuring it out, having some good times, and making it. The rest of it looks fabulous. Great colors. Got a thistle in here. Cinnamon everywhere. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. It's just part of the game. That's what I like about the game is sometimes I just produce, and other times I get to figure out how to make it right. Did I just blow that again? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's try this again. I changed the camera, but it didn't change. Okay, I'm back on the desk now. Let me get this back up again. I guess this is a true rerun, isn't it? So this is her pen. This end here is beautiful. Pointy baseball bats. This one here, pointy baseball bat. And this is a large piece here that I put back on. And this is another piece here that's separated right on the cinnamon stick on the end here. So that's back in there. And I've got this bushing coated with Vaseline right now. And I'm going to build up the edge of this with UV resin. And I'll color it a little bit of this gold here to match. And it'll be great. And then all the other stuff I just said sticks. But it's all in there. We just got to fix the end of it there. And then no one will ever be the wiser if they looked at the pen and said, hey, that's different. No, it's not. Anyway, that's what we do. We fix them. Like I said, 1 out of 100 we have to fix. The rest of them do pretty good. Okay, where am I at? Where's the hearts? Here's the hearts. Yeah, I shifted it, and it didn't shift. It was really weird. Let's see, 16 megapixel camera. Okay, that's the one we're looking at right now. Yeah, Jess, we didn't see anything you showed us. We didn't see anything you showed us. Yes, I know. The pen with the black burl looks like a panther. Oh, very nice. Cool. I agree. The camera it does that once in a while. I don't know if that's StreamYard, my laptop. I'm not sure what does that. Now, one of the things I have to do, because she wanted this 5 1/4, I cut a little bit of ends off. I got to find the exact middle of the whole design, and that is the exact middle to not take off too much of the top or the bottom. Then we got to round it up, but it is a gorgeous, I guess it's red. It got a little bit of pink, but it's got this glitter in there that's a little dichroic, I think. So you see a lot of purple reflection, and every once in a while you see a little bit of green. Looks pretty cool. Got a bug right there. I don't know what that is. But anyway, we're going to round this one up and get it rolling. Here we go. I can see the chat now. You bet, Jess. I love it. I love it. This one here, we're just going to round it first, but this is your 3 Trudy are baseball bats. That's what it says on the sheet, 0.60. If there's anything different, before we do that, let Carrie know, and she can run in here and tell me. Gotta love these new brand new sharp carbides, huh? They cut almost too good. You sort of get used to the ones that are broke in and can't quite be as aggressive as you with the other ones, or as you could with the other ones. The key is to keep the knife flat on the tool rest. Jacob will know all about that. So will Larry. It's that new knife. You got to break it in. Had a good podcast this morning. Fun topic. All right, almost round. We got a little square edge down here. Very nice. All right. The funny thing about blanks with plastic in them is that stuff that comes off it loves to stick to everything, some kind of static electricity or something. See how we're doing here. This is new one too. Very good. Okay, so I got to wait a minute. Just wait a minute. She probably hasn't seen it yet. Okay, Trudy sent you a message. It says baseball bat on her instruction sheet, but she just said something about pointy baseball bat or rounded pointy or something. So
Which order are you doing?
I'm doing Trudy. 3D printed hearts. I have no idea what number that is. I think she just sent you a note. She's probably correcting her choice on her order.
No, she wants to get the one she asked to see what.
Oh.
Oh, she doesn't have to be in pointy baseball. My error.
So pointy baseball bats or round and pointy?
No, she says pointy baseball bat.
Cool. On all of them? All 3?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. We got the right word. We got the right word. Okay, I'm back. All of them the same. Yep, pointy baseball bat. Got it. Got it. Just verifying with the boss. You know how that goes. Okay, we're going to do a 0.60. And I've got to get that right in my head or I'm going to be down there in the Joe range. You bet. Happy to do what you want us to do. That's the key. Okay, pointy baseball bat. That means we got to start back about here. Yeah, Larry, this is a super new sharp blade too, so I got to go real slow till I break it in. All right, let's see how we're doing here for a measurement. We're sitting about a 0.70 right now. We got a little bit to go. Yeah, I wasn't going to mess with Jess Russ anymore. I'm like, we're just going to put new blades on here, make it go 100,000 miles an hour. Because I was talking to Jacob, and Jacob says, Tim, you're the only one that screws them up. And I thought, dang, Jacob. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't say that. I'm just kidding. Jacob, still like me. Don't go away. But there aren't many failure rates. But that aluminum has just been giving me fits. I just don't know why. We all have mountains to climb, don't we? Aluminum honeycomb is my mountain to climb. Hey, Cindy. Okay, 0.60. I'm in no hurry, just taking my time, having some fun. What's funny is back in the day before I had a real hobby that kept paying me so I could buy more tools, grow and learn, was I might have taken a Saturday if Carrie and I weren't going to some food that we saw on diners, dives, and driving that was, within a couple hours of our house. I'd have been playing a video game all day or doing laundry or cleaning the bathroom or something less productive than doing all this fun stuff. I'm glad I get up in the morning and wander into the shop and just tinker around. Today has been the day of a million tasks. Just little things to get ready for tomorrow, and which is the premieres. I got a lot of work to do, and receiving some things and making that thing for Carla's pen. Cool stuff. All right, let's make sure we're right there. We are right there on the money. You got it, Jacob. I'll take the heat. Trying to collect all the different things in hybrids. Jess, I'm telling you, man. Oh, gorgeous blanks. Just gorgeous. You can tell that Jacob doesn't take any shortcuts. He is happy with the process, does it correctly. And if there's a defect, it's something I'm doing here. Too much vibration into the blank, too much pressure, not a sharp enough knife. So in reality, and I'll take the heat, Jacob does a great job making blanks, and it's my job not to screw them up and get in the way of them. And I've said that 100 times, And I know he said that with his tongue in his cheek, because Jacob is a sweet guy. Nice, very nice fella. If I lived back in Wheeling, West Virginia, him and we'd be hooking up on some weekends and stuff. There was a pen show in Columbus this weekend. And then I was watching some lady doing the video for the Orlando pen show. The pen show looked pretty good. Her video wasn't so great. But I learned some stuff. And that's why I watch them. I want to learn names. I want to learn products. I want to learn what people are doing in that world. Oh, you're very kind, Jess. Jess doesn't have a flower blank yet. Are you talking about flower girl blanks? I'm telling you, the best thing you can do with a flower girl blank is sit on your counter and look at it, because they are gorgeous. There's no turning in the world. People try, but truly, there's no turning in the world that makes them look better than when she has arranged them in the block and then pours the resin over them. They're like frozen art. Even when you turn it, you start optically changing what's going on with that blank. You essentially create a lens out of it. But they are breathtaking blanks. She does a phenomenal job, and I don't think there's many people duplicating her. Yeah, Braxton was there. Yep, he didn't win either. Bummer. I saw him at his table. I'll tell you, Jacob, I made my very first, well, it was not even a complete pen, but my first fountain pen. Man, did I learn a bunch. Woo! I'm gearing up for the second one here. I might even start playing around tomorrow afternoon with my second one. I'll never get rid of my first one, but I will never sell it. It really was an experiment, if you will. Look at Catherine. Plus, now you are more useful, and your wife knows where you are. Catherine, you're a riot. She has such a great sense of humor. Okay, where's the middle of this puppy again? Right there. It's just about dead center in the middle of that heart. And I think we're going to make that heart stand out. I probably got to go to the top middle of this heart, because I want to stand this out. So it means I got to go to about here on this one. All right, here we go. Let's see what we can do here. This thing still has all that dust on it from that other blank. That wooden one. What was that, redwood lace? Yeah. We got that heart right in the middle. Very nice. You know, this pink purple color here, it almost makes it look like some kind of candy. We got that heart standing proud. Look at that. Nice. I like it. All right. Let's put a little friction on this baby here. All right. Diaper in place. Hello, Ellen. Good to see you. You could use any blank for a crochet handle. It's just like making an ink pen. Just choose the blank you like. If it's a clearer blank or a more transparent blank, then we would paint the inside of the blank black or white, depending upon what you would choose, to make the transparency not see the brass tube on the inside. But yeah, you could use these for a crochet hook. Crochet hook's pretty small though. It's not a real long, so you could almost get two out of one blank. Not sure you'd want two of the exact same crochet hook, but if you and a friend who were crocheting said, hey, I can get us a couple of hooks, you want half? Rebecca and Jennifer were talking last night. J-Rob, I call her. And they were talking about the crochet hooks, but they were also talking about screwdrivers. And of course, they're available too. I use solid wood for handle and hook from scratch. Nice. Hey, Larry, did they get the outlet fixed, or is that coming up this week? Ooh, that's feeling smooth. Even that plastic eventually gets nice and smooth. So, Jess, what do you know about that that stuff I mentioned? I can't remember the name of monochrome dichrome. I don't know what the heck it was, but use it much? Familiar with it? I know you got probably some lab experience there from school or something. And I do have a hood that I can wear, and I have a respirator. Not sure if the respirator is rated for those kind of things, though. Yeah, they say it's pretty readily available out there. You can't buy it at Walmart or Lowe's anymore. You got to get it somewhere else. And I didn't want the straight up chemical, so I got that stuff called Weld On 16. And it's got it in there, and it's in a tube, and, you know, pretty neatly accessible, if you will, because I don't need it for a lot. And I'm going to, you know, cut 3 of those 8mm strips. That'll make it about an inch thick. Almost an inch thick. That'll give me plenty of room to play with. Again, experimenting. The key being to make a really cool ink pen, because I like that I could paint the inside of that black and it would look really cool, or even silver, because some of that you'd really want to see that design in it. Yeah, yeah, you got to watch that safety data sheet because it could be yucky. Joe, I used medium CA glue. You could also use a thick super glue. Sort of a similar thing. It's got the same acrylate in it. I just don't know if it's exactly the same as crazy glue or whatever, but that's what I glued hers in. And the reason I use medium and I put it around the tip was I wanted to make sure there were no leaks all the way around it. Oh, that's feeling pretty good. And just to show you what that looks like, it's available everywhere. And sometimes it comes with a hardener. CA medium. Stick Fast is a brand name. There's a BSI, which is Bob Smith Incorporated or something like that. And it does come with an accelerator that looks like this. And you don't have to use this, but it accelerates it very fast. It'll cure it right up for you. And I've used a number of CA glues over time. You know, if I had one to do it, I would show you. Maybe I'll cut a dummy blank and put a hole in it, and then we'll glue a tip in. That'll be a fun exercise. Got an air hole right there. We'll have to fill that with some CA glue. When you get these big glitters and stuff like that, you will get air holes. You will get you'll get glitter that gets some air stuck behind it. So what we do is we flush it out with some water. Then we scrub it out so there's no dust left in there. Yep, that's definitely an air hole. You can tell by how shiny it is in there. It's actually a little one right there too. Yep. I don't know, when you put these under pressure, how you get air holes in there, but it happens. All right, let's put a little tiny bit of the medium in there. And the nice thing about gluing them in, Joe, is if you ever had to replace the tip, you could just drill it out and then put another one in there. It's just plastic, so it's no big deal. Take the brass tube out, cut it off, and then just drill it out. Let's see, what am I looking for? CA glue. I just had it in my hand a second ago. I usually put it right on the edge and let it lead itself right down inside. There we go. All right, those are filled up. I guess I have my head in the way. Maybe not. And then we'll harden them real quick. It's going to be a gorgeous blank. Look at that when I spray it and get it all wet. All right, we will take this one off the lathe here. We'll leave it sit over here for a bit and harden up good. We'll go on to the next one, which is amber with 3D printed puppy love. This must be a Donny Osmond blank. And they called it puppy love. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yes, I'm a Donny fan. Wasn't too big into the Osmonds per se, but I love Donny and I love Marie. Love their voices, their performance, the singing, all that good stuff. I think I liked Purple Socks because of him. Wrong colors plus hearts. I'm sure this is Castaway Creations as well. Let me see if there's a name on it. Yeah, Castaway Creations. I think this would make an awesome ink pen because you could cut out the good parts in the middle to go down the side of the puppy paw pen or the dog pen, whatever that kit's called. It's got all the dog bones on it and the dog feet and all that stuff. Yeah, I think I think the dog pen kit takes a pretty long blank, probably 3 inches. So you would have a lot of this in the middle, at least a paw, heart, puppy love, paw, heart kind of thing. Because you love your puppy. Of course. Having a blank made, one blank made to 2 hooks. Sounds like a good idea. I'm just learning, but my granddaughter's experience, we could have matching hooks. Good idea for Christmas. That's true. That is true. Should read kittens love. I'm not sure that's a saying, but it should read that for sure. I wish I got one of the spiderweb blanks. Yeah, those look pretty cool. They'll remake them. Just ask them. They're pretty cool people. All right, here we go. We're going to be getting some more. Let's see. Where we're going to do this here. So if we do it right here, that'll be pretty good because you get the puppies right in the thing. Let's see if I got it going in the right direction. Yeah, that should be pretty good. And the Mrs. Butter D thing is off to a screaming start. That should be a fun one. Let's see, 0.65. We're coming down to 0.60. .63. Coming down. All right, that should be very close, if not right on the money. We'll call that right on the money. Stuff gets in the way. Can't see anymore. Very nice. I don't know what's in here. Some kind of tinsel gold and maybe a slightly, might even be clear. Might be a clear resin. Let's see, where's that other foot at? Because I want to put that. Oh, it's going to be a little bit different because they're going that direction. Yeah, I guess if this were a Donny Osmond theme, like it would be purple, wouldn't it? To match his purple socks. Not all gold and red here. 0.63 coming down. Very nice. Puppy love right in the middle. Gee, I hate to, you can't dig through that. You got to highlight that somehow. I'll have to think about that because I don't want to screw up those hearts either. This might be a very simple turn like Christina Carr gets. She loves the simple turn for other reasons, mainly because it fits her hand nicely. But visually, this might be the way to go on this one. We'll have to see when we get there. I love my puppy so much. I watch Caesar Milan regularly. That guy talking to those dogs. What a whisperer. Hey, Christina's in. How you doing, Christina? Puppy love. I think I'm just going to make a tiny indent on either side of Puppy Love just to highlight it, but not too extreme because either way you're going to ruin the hearts or ruin the Puppy Love. Let's see. Let me turn that off. Let me figure out where I'm going to go exactly. Put skews on either side. Yeah, it's essentially what I'm doing, Cindy. That's essentially what I'm doing. Super fine skews, if you will. And I got to widen it just a hair because they're very hard to sand. Soften the edges ever so gently. Beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. Just a little highlight. Perfect. That'll sand out beautifully. All right, blower's off. Let's get the diaper out. Let me catch up on any chat I might have missed so far. Let's see. Bye, Jacob. See you later, Jacob. Thanks for swinging by. Did I miss that way up there? Let's see. Larry, stay safe. Jacob, put skews on your side. I'm younger than Marie, but had a huge crush. Yeah, she's older than me, too, by a year or two, I think. I just loved her voice. Her voice was amazing. Just wishing for cooler weather. Yeah, we had a pretty chill here today. High 60s, I think we got. Sort of like what Joe's doing on down there. You know, Catherine, you should like this one here. It's got a bit of an orange flare to it. Five deer in the front yard this evening. Very nice. Hey, Google, what's the temperature outside?
The temperature in Oklahoma City right now is 52 degrees.
52 degrees here. Maybe it didn't get into the 60s today. Maybe it was 58 or something. I was confused. I like that. Nice and chilly out. I love the 50s and 60s. Still 79 where Christine is. This is the kind of weather right now that the sun is shining so strongly that the house heats up, but you really don't want to put the air conditioner on because it's, 50s outside. But you do have to put the AC on because it starts getting to 75, 76 degrees in the house. Yeah, Jess, I was reading up on this acetate stuff. You essentially weld it together. That's what it said. But it's not technically welding, ChatGTP said. It's using a solvent to melt the sides and they just bond together. I'm like, liking that. 22 degrees, Larry? Hey, Larry, did you watch Turner's Warehouse today? They were doing that, making a spoon deal with that guy. That was interesting. Probably nothing I'm going to make in the near future, but it was pretty cool. And of course, Zach was doing his pumpkin pie blanks today. That's fun. I was watching him out the side of one eye while I was turning and grinding and drilling and doing all that fun stuff. And you know, Larry, I bought a keyless chuck for the drill. Wow. Why I didn't do that forever ago, I don't know. But man, is that thing nice to use. Very super convenient. I did it because I saw Chad using one on his Making Pen series. So Larry mentioned yesterday there was a guy who's really good at making these dip pens. I didn't know what the heck that was. And then Larry sent me a name and stuff in the messenger. And it was a fella who makes these pens that you dip into the ink. And the ink comes up into the pen, and then you write for a little bit. There it is. Puppy Love and Dade Gone. Puppy Love backwards. It's got there's some kind of mica in there, a little bit of orange, I think. Puppy Love. Gotta love them puppies. Okay, next we've got a blue and black ends with polymer clay Wednesdays in the middle. So a bunch of Wednesdays. And let's go fast and make it round. Yeah, that was it was a nice looking pen. I like those tinsel or whatever that is. It looks like tinsel to me, like gold tinsel. Favorite Adams. Yeah, here we go. She seems to be the popular one right now. And here we go. Yeah, Carrie went live. I was still in the shop working on stuff. I poured if you watch Carrie's live, she showed a preview of the confetti blanks that I'm making as a project for Denise, and I think they're coming out pretty cool. Last night I was sitting on the couch and I thought, how am I gonna cut these up into confetti? And it dawned on me when we took them out, they were so nice and flexible, right? I thought, wait a minute, maybe I can get in there and I can cut them up now with my sharp leather knife. And they were super flexible, and that's exactly what I did. It took me about 20 minutes, cut them all up, and I thought, oh, that was genius. And I let them get a little hard overnight. And then today I mixed them with the white and poured them in the blanks or in the molds, and took them out about, I think 2:30, I think it was. And they're in the oven now. I would like to turn one tomorrow just to see what it looks like. I think they're going to look wild. Nice and round, so smooth. Teresa has this one. Got a diamond painting that matches. Nice. Yeah, okay. Let's slow this baby down. And we're doing a rounded pointy 0.60. It's a hair low. Let me bring it up just a titch. We'll come back about right there to start our dig. .61. Woo, almost nailed that one. We're going to leave that alone as we do the rest of this here because that is very close. So what we're doing, just in case anybody wonders, it's called the pointy baseball bat. And really what we do is we just move the baseball bat back. Instead of being on the end, it's moved back a little bit. For Christina, who's in here tonight, I move hers back to exactly 7/8 of an inch. She likes them right there. And quite frankly, she invented the pointy baseball bat because we were talking back and forth quite a bit. And then I said, send me a picture of how you hold a pen. And then I knew exactly what she needed. And of course, she gave me the measurement, but it was because of her idea to move that baseball bat back. And it doesn't have to be a baseball bat. It could be a round and pointy out there kind of deal. But the way she holds it, it's perfect. Boom, on the money. Still a hair fat. Just a molecule or two. Going to have a lot of Wednesday heads when we shine this baby up. You know, it'd be cool if they had Wednesday heads on this side. Oh, no. No, who's the girl? Oh, that's Elphaba and Glinda. Say Elphaba on this side, Glinda on the other, and divide it in the middle with a mustache. That would have been too cool. All right, let's make this stand out a little bit. Let's see where our middle is. I got too many things in my hands. All right, so there's our middle. We're definitely not going to cut there because we'll ruin all the Wednesdays. But as luck would have it, 1 inch out on either side is the end of that clear area. So that'll be perfect. We'll make a nice little single pane window and make the Wednesdays stick out. Yeah, I think that diamond painting business, doing those kits and ordering them, and I think that's a bit of a not as easy as it looks thing. I think it requires a lot of capital just to make customers happy and get stuff delivered correctly and all that kind of stuff. And I got to tell you, the coolest diamond painting kit I've ever seen was that one Rebecca came, or not Rebecca, that one that Elizabeth came out with, that she had done all of the packaging and the ribbons and the paper and all this kind of stuff that was on the inside. I thought, wow, that girl has some talent. I just thought, my goodness. Mainly because I know I could never do something like that. I don't have that kind of bone in my body at all. I don't remember what that one was. I think Carrie got one of those at one point. Or she missed out. I can't remember. But man alive, that was... You couldn't do that often because it was expensive, I'm sure. I don't actually know, but I would guess that to be pretty spendy. But man, did she put some work into that thing. And you got that lady in Britain that, you know, she looked like she was rocking and rolling. Cindy, something happened there. I don't know. I don't know what it takes to do that side of the business, but with Art and Soul, and can't remember all the ones that are gone now, but what was that one down there in Texas near Shea? I think they had a shop down there or something. And they were highly thought of, and now they're gone. Just, that's a tough biz, I guess. I think they had a retail shop too. Be a little, no, not be a little artsy. That's Mrs. Butter D. Craftably, there you go. Excellent. Thank you, Christina. Yeah, that's a tough biz, man. I think if you had $10,000 that you were doing nothing with, that you could find an artist that was very well accepted, print up 50 kits, get them all delivered, and have enough to withstand somebody not buying it. But I think you could pretty much anything quality, there's going to be a market for it. But you would need 10 grand to figure that out, I'm sure, and not hurt the rest of the business. I'm a business guy, and I understand, you know, I write contracts for millions of dollars and make profit and all that kind of stuff. So I get it. And when I see these little diamond art club, or no, excuse me, when I see these little diamond painting businesses come up and go down, I don't know what it, then you watch Hannah Lynn suffer through her saga right now, and you just like, oh my goodness, that is one tough biz. Oh yeah, and trying to figure out what'll sell, what won't. I mean, to talk about a risk, you'd almost have to say, here, I'm only going to make 20 to see if they sell. If those 20 sell, how long does it take you to get to the rest of them? And will people be interested in by the time you actually get them in stock? You might order another 20 and nobody wants it because that ship has sailed. So a lot of them will take down payments, stuff like that, just to absorb a little bit of the risk. Yeah, it intrigues me because I'd love to know the inside of that thing. I'd really love to see an artist agreement. I would love to see what that looks like, especially from Diamond Art Club, because they're the most aggressive and probably the most prolific at this point. Ooh, that's feeling good. Ooh, it's smooth. Love it. Love it. Love it. But as a business guy, I love that stuff. Craftably were the first to introduce washi tape and cover minders. Ah, you know what's funny is washi tape came from the high-end ink and pen world, scrapbooking and stuff like that. I was watching a pen show, and they were talking about washi tape, and then I had to hurry up and chat GPT it and see where washi tape came from, and it's been around for a while. Big into the scrapbooking and the ink, the fancy ink world with the fountain pens and stuff like that. I never knew that. I thought it was invented for diamonds or diamond painting, but you know, you don't know until you start researching and looking it up. Yeah, it's pretty cool. In fact, I was watching that pen show and they mentioned there was a lady at her table. All she had was washi tape and paper. No cover minders, of course. Pretty cool. I liked it. But it's got to be a tough gig. And I think a lot of people think that it's pretty easy. And when they get into it, they're like, oh, crap. This is a little more money intensive than we thought. So there'll definitely be some premieres coming out tomorrow. I am throwing some shorts up. I had somebody on Fiverr just create a bunch of shorts for me. So I'm throwing those up. They get pretty good views. That's fun. Never did that before. I had them take like one of my premiere videos where I'm doing pens and there's no noise. Just take them, divide the pen segments out to make one pen per short and speed it up to 1 minute. So I got some guy in Pakistan who is doing that for us. Right now he made 50 of them and we'll get some more later. But they're fun. I'm throwing them up on TikTok too. We're at a big 403 followers on TikTok, taking the world by storm. Not really. Oh, absolutely, Christina. And nobody wants to tell you who they're using because that's a little bit of their advantage, right? All right, this middle part here should look like glass with lots of little Wendy heads. Wednesday, not Wendy. There you go. I don't know why they're all bunched up like that, but must have been succession pouring or something. Not sure. There's a hand too. Thing. Was that thing? Was the hand thing? It? I can't remember. Can't remember which one that was. Okay, let's get this one we had to super glue up. Nothing wrong with the blanket, just had 2 little air bubbles stuck in it. And if I send it to you, you'll go like, where do these air bubbles come from? All right, so all we got to do is sanding, that's all. So I'm going to get out a sort of an older, because I don't want to take off too much of the time. So I just take this older sanding sponge and till it's all gone down. The thing was the hand. Gotcha. Oh, there was cousin it, right? It was the cherry little guy, hairy little guy. Yeah, that was the hairless guy, wasn't that? No, that was Uncle Fester. Oh, nice. Got the spider web blank, right? That's beautiful, Jess. We love doing it. Okay, we're just about down to where we need to be. Now we can continue on. And you wanted those in crochet hooks, right, Jess? Or screwdriver handles. I forget which it was. Just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah, there's some gorgeous ones, Trudy. I'll tell you, they're fun. Super simple, but tell you, the blanks tell the story. Ah, nice and smooth. Love it. All right, now we'll continue on doing the whole thing. I think we did most of it already. I just happened to notice those two things in the middle. Cleopatra was the man-eating plant. uh, beautiful. Perfection. There we go. It's turning the right way, though. Of course, it'd be shinier if I didn't leave all that white stuff on there. Yeah, that looks better already. Just give me the eyeballs. I love it. I love it. Okay, let me pull these bushings out of here. So, how's Pixie today, Joe? She hanging in there, trying to be comfortable? Hope she's doing as best as we can expect. Let's see. Teresa Raymer's up next. And she's got a couple of 5-inchers here. 0.58. So that's just a little tiny thinner than Trudy's. And we got, let's see, True Crime. Oh, she got a tray coming too. I wonder if I have to make that. Carrie, let me know if I have to make that. I like that tray. Pink True Crime tray. Let's see. True Crime Addict Dexter. So that's going to be baseball bat, artist choice, set design is Loch Ness. Yeah, we've done that. Seems to be the going thing, that Loch Ness there. So let's get the murder weapon out of the way first. All right. Need more storage for your pens? I recommend a garage. Ouch. You know what I would look for, Jess, is Google out there fountain pen or writing pen storage boxes, shelves, that kind of thing, because those are pretty cool. I did buy some of these on Amazon. They're not as sexy as some other stuff out there. And I put all my drill bits and stuff in them, but they're nice and they stack. They got a little edge on there, so they stack one on top of the other. So a bunch of diamond painting pens could go in there. But it's not very sexy. It's just, you know, very utilitarian. All right, baseball bat .58. Here we go. Hey, Denise, what was the name of that company where you got your storage? I don't want to call it container or box or whatever, but it's like a state container. I mean, a pen display case or storage case, or can't remember, but it starts with an L, as I remember, Lavenge or Lavage or something like that. But man, they were some really nice pen cases, very classy. But yeah, there's a lot of options out there. The writing pen world really has a lot of options for the diamond painting enthusiast, because they've been storing a similar device for a long time. Woo, 60 pens. Dang. All right, I think we're right on the money at .58 here. Not quite, .60. Timmy's a little chicken to get down there in the basement. Now we're there. This is the pen with the steak knife glitter or kitchen knife glitter, chef knife glitter, and the little blood drop glitter. Probably wasn't designed as blood drops, but it looks great. It's different sizes from very tiny dots to a larger piece of glitter. It looks like blood spatter. So funny, right? .62 coming down. Elevator, second floor, please. Plastic wine bottle holder. Wow, that's cool. Clear plastic from Dollar Tree. Yep. Cookie tin from Costco. And the cookies are out right now, so I need to get some more. Oh, yeah. The case is black, holds 60 pens and blast glassy bands. Oh, nice. Oh, that may be true, Christina. You've got some thick pens. You're right. Most of the ink pen holders probably wouldn't fit yours. Yeah. Lots of ideas out there. Good thought about thickness. All right, let's see what we're down to here. We should be pretty close. 0.5, 8.5. Yeah. All right, now this one normally gets a couple of bumps that we call Loch Ness. Okay, there's about the middle right there. And let's see. It looks like about 3/4 in either direction. Beautiful. We'll go just on the outside of that. Yes, this blank has been a popular one. We've done quite a few of these. Carrie could tell you how many, but it's probably, I'm sort of thinking, just guessing, well over a dozen, maybe even 18. I mean, who doesn't love a little bit of true crime, right? My wife loves it. That's why I sleep with one eye open at night. Just in case, you know? Any idea going on there? Hey, baby. What you got there?
You give it 5.25.
No, hers are 5 1/4. Okay, let's do this one up now. I said, I got to do this up now. Got to put the diaper in place. Here they are right here. Look.
That's Wrestler.
Oh, where'd they go? Right here.
Yeah. I didn't see the email before. You had already cut them by then.
Yeah, 5 1/4.
Okay. If you want to change it to 5 inches, then that was too late.
Oh, yeah. Oop, what am I doing? Got to get the diaper out here. Carrie distracted me. Something about Trudy's pens and the length or something. But they are correct as ordered, which is the good part. Didn't screw that one up. Fine goodness. And you know, when you order a pen and you want it 5 1/4 inches, it never comes out exactly 5 1/4. Might be 5 1/8, 5 3/16, 5 1/4. Definitely, usually not longer because I cut them off because most of them are 6-inch blanks or 5 3/8 or 5 1/2 or something like that. And then things happen to the ends when I got to trim them, you know, a 1/16 of an inch or something like that. So they're definitely in that range. Just like finger grips. If 5 people measured this finger grip with a caliper, they'd get, you know, probably 3 different measurements because everybody would measure it at a different spot and all that kind of stuff. It's just an approximation. But if you want a 6-inch pen, it's definitely going to be up near 6 inches, not down around 5. That is for sure. Now, Carrie could screw it up, writing it up. I could screw it up, measuring. Heck, I did that to, who was it I just did that to? Gosh, too many pens, so little time. Oh, Natalie, yeah, she wanted hers at 4 4.5, 4 3/4. Can't remember. But I cut them a 1/2 inch too short because I was doing 4 1/4 for someone else and just kept going. But I'm going to make it right. We're going to make it right. For her, you bet. For anybody. And again, it's handmade, so it's never exact. It's just in the neighborhood. It's pretty good neighborhood, but it's in the neighborhood. That's just an excuse for me to be human. And I never mind making a mistake and admitting it and correcting it. No worries. I want everyone to be happy. That's what matters. And I think true to yours are in the approximation of 5 1/4, I think. Right around there. That's what was on the paper anyway. And Joe, if you're still around, we're going to do the demonstration right after I finish Teresa's pen. We're going to go a little bit longer than 2 hours tonight, just because I want to finish up Teresa's. And I want to show Joe how I glued that in. So we'll take an old leftover cutoff and drill a hole in it like it's a diamond painting pen. And I got a bunch of tips over here, and we'll just glue one in. But yeah, don't want anyone to be sad or unhappy. Never, 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 never. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Life's too short. We're all having too much fun. Let's have some fun. I don't get upset. Literally, there's not a person in this world who could even offend me. No matter what they say, I'd be like, okay, well, what can I do for you? Ain't no big deal. Maybe 30 years ago, you might have been able to offend me and I want to fight or something, but not anymore. That I'm a lover, not a fighter kind of thing. That's a better way to go. Whew, that's feeling smooth. Yeah, baby. I don't know how he came up with this, mixing that knife with the little red spots and stuff. But man, we did that for Rebecca's live. Oh, one Sunday morning. Oh my goodness, everybody wanted one. Rebecca with Crafting and Crime Daily, of course. All right. Let's shine this puppy up here.
Nice light
Yes, it has. You have a mic? You got a mic? They can't hear you. Carrie's here. Everybody straighten up. Act right. Whoo, that's shiny. Look at
Trudy,
that
if
thing.
you're still here,
That's very reflective.
Trudy, if you're still here, I sent you an email back.
Trudy is here.
So if you could just confirm that for me, that would be awesome. Yes, we have done at least 12. I think that's number lucky 13, Teresa. So that is the very last one.
That's not so lucky. It's a murder weapon.
It's the 13th, and it's a murder weapon. And she has a matching tray that will be shipped with that blank. So
Did I make that yet, or do you already have that?
You already made it, put feet on it. It's ready to go. She just wanted to wait to have it go with her pen.
Very good.
Hello to the Leopard Queen, Carrie. Oh, it's funny. We got on the cruise we're going on, there's a Lion King restaurant. So I was looking at, let's get some theme shirts and be cute for photographs, right? So I ordered these leopard Lion King shirts, and I found them, and it said the king, and it's Mufasa. And then it said the real king. So Kevin wanted to be the real king. So I'm like, well, I guess I'll be Sharabi. And it says the queen. So I'll have to wear my shirt to Alive and show everybody I am the queen. Here we are. It's not a leopard, it's a lion, but it's a cat. So there you go.
Let's see. Which one is it? This is the baseball bat. Is this the pine cones? Yeah, same thing.
That is
baseball
a
bat,
Jacob
0.5.
blank, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Baseball bat, 0.58.
I'm pretty sure. Teresa can confirm where she got it, but I believe that is
Let's see. Somebody says hello to the leopard. LOL. Hi, Carrie. Okay, the color of this pine cone blank. Love it.
Yes, it's your color, Jess. Blue.
Definitely silver with a purple.
Yes, that's
and
Jacob.
A black. There's a really dark gray going in there.
Yeah, it's a Jacob blank.
Is it a Jacob blank?
Yes, I can spot him a mile away. I can pretty much tell any caster. I kind of know their style, so I can just look at a blank and I can tell where it's from most of the time. And we have a little party going on because Teresa, Trudy, and I all have the same Wednesday blank now. So that is a cool thing. I got those into the shop because Bistro Blanks had a drawing and I won it, and it was Wednesday. I was so thrilled. So then I saw that it was a Castaway, so I had to go definitely get more because the series was coming on. It's popular. Gotta have it. Yes, we are. That is our job, to be enablers. Make you buy things. I can usually spot, so-and-so would like this, and usually get them. Hello, Christina C. I have a couple of Wednesday paintings. I think like from 3 different shops. Cool, Fruity. I will fix that for you.
Almost 0.61.
And they're going to do a season 3 of Wednesday, so there'll be more stuff with that. I never got a craftably. So I think
That is pretty.
Caroline
Look at
sent
that.
me one. It was bunnies on it because she knew I used to raise rabbits. But I have not done that yet. Waiting for the right time, I guess. Oh, yes, Teresa, we could hook you up with that. Neighbor's Outpost has some by Reagan Kupacek. And she has a couple of different Wednesday ones out in different shops. And then Jada Gem Shop has a few as well. Try and find where all mine are. And then Emma Casey did one.
Man, if they could have moved
In
this
her
pine
style,
cone a little
in
bit
her
over to here, that would have
drawing
been perfect.
But I like the
Let me
one.
think about this one here. You
Jada,
talking?
yes, yes.
Are you talking?
Yeah, from Jada Gem Shop, because it's the one where she does that dance in the first season, and it's really pretty. And then there's also one by Simone Candini, which came out a long time ago. Diamond Art Club. I think it's archived. What are you doing over here?
Just read the chat.
Oh.
Stand next to you, thinking about that blank.
Oh, you're staring at the blank from that angle.
Yeah.
Let me think. No cheeky, no jewel. That wouldn't be right.
Like I said, I would love if this thing was moved over about 3/16 of an inch. That'd have
Gothic
been
girl
perfect.
dancing. That was that one. Yep. An offset handlebar, Jess.
Did you say offset handlebar? That's exactly what I just thought.
Oh my gosh, Jess, you're thinking
I
like
was thinking
Tim.
because that will make this thing look like a giant bug, like a giant, not spider,
Oh my
but some kind of
gosh.
creepy bug. Geniuses. I love it.
I'm telling you.
That's exactly what I was thinking, or thought there for a second.
Oh, they still have spider web blanks. Ooh. Ooh. I'll have to check that out. Might have to do some research. Yes, you are getting good. You can come over here and work with us.
That's really going to highlight that pine cone.
Because I see so many that after a while, I know what I like and I know what some people like mostly. So I try and go that direction. But I'm still learning Teresa's favorite styles. And I don't like to give too many of the same at the same time. Give you a variety so you have different turns and see which one you like the best.
Heck yeah, that's going to be awesome. Look at Jess. I'm getting good at this. Yes, you are. I was sitting there thinking I could make one cut right here and highlight this. Because doesn't it look, when I shine this up and put the beeswax on there, this thing is going to look like an animal with a ton of legs, like scary animals. Not this one here, because this one you don't get that middle part. It's sort of buried in there. But this one here and that one there, they look like prehistoric creatures or something you see in Aliens or something. All right, here we go. Is Joe still here, or is she just real quiet? I haven't seen her chat for a while. Oh, I think she might be sleeping or with the cat or something, because I don't see a chat from her for a way back. That's okay. I asked her how Pixie was doing. I thought maybe get a little answer, but I think she might be gone. We'll do the demonstration for the gluing in the tip tomorrow when she's here. Yeah, this blank has just got some good colors in it besides the scary aliens. It's a very Donny Osmond alien blank, you know, purple socks and all. You know, what's crazy is I love Meatloaf as much as I love Donny Osmond. I thought they were both incredible storytellers, singers, and performers. Heck, draw a picture, Jess. We'll figure it out. Getting smooth. Very nice. Yeah, it's a pretty one. It is a pretty one. Again, this is one of these blanks where you bought the blank because it looks like it, and you don't need a bunch of cuts in it to get in the way of how gorgeous these natural patterns from God appear in these blanks. Hey, Audrey. It is very pretty. What do you see when it stops? The silver, black, and purple. Whew, on fire. I hope all is well with Joe and Pixie, because she usually doesn't depart like that unless something's really going on. So I'm sad for her that they're losing this family cat of many years. And looks so cute. Ragdoll cat. Audrey, how's your pen working that we made for you? Fit in your hand good? Now, this is the one because it's got wood in it. We're going to clean it off first, get all the junk from sanding off of it, flood it with water, and get it all cleaned up. Two vase bottoms instead of a top and a bottom. What would meet in the middle? It would just be just a dip. That's interesting. All right, now we will dry it out. Got to get whatever little bit of liquid absorbed into the pine cones. Dry it out. A long swoop dip. Yeah, that could happen. That'd be almost like an infinity symbol, wouldn't it? Dude, let's do one of those tomorrow and see if we can't figure that out. All right, let's preview this when we put the wax on it. There we go. Oh, yeah, it's going to look bad. It's just going to get a little darker with the wax. Look at that. Man, look at that silver in there. That's beautiful. So you got silver on one side being all flashy, and then the crazy alien animals on the other side. It's perfect. That's awesome, Wendy or Audrey. That's awesome. I watched a Wednesday episode and saw a Christmas something. I can't see the rest of it. It's blocked by that little heart at the bottom. Christmas pencil, pen something. All right, there it is. Let's check it out. Gorgeous. We're going to look at this one in the scope because this is it's just gorgeous. Everybody needs one of these. My goodness, look at that. You know, just by dipping in here, we really accentuated that curve and that swirliness there. Man, that's cool. All right, let's get to the scope.
Are you serious? You're gonna miss the show because you're driving out of the way for cheaper gas? Just use Upside. What's Upside? Upside is it. It's a free app that gets you cash back when you buy it.
Look at that alien. Is that too cool?
Yes, and it's very work. I actually made around $200 this year already. Now pull over so you can download Upside before we miss the concert.
There's the swirly, Teresa. Look at that. Jess, good call. Look at that. It was like an extra vein of silver in there. And again, you all know it's 10 times better in person. Looks like a bug with lots of legs. Too cool. Too cool. It was the 2 snowman blank, I think. Just been busy at work going into the holidays. Haven't had time to reach out and see if you still had it. Ask Carrie. Oh, Wednesday, the Wednesday live. I thought you were watching an episode of Wednesday from the Addams Family. Yeah, Wednesday episode. Just email Carrie, Leopards at Leopard LW across the bottom. I don't think that one's sold. That's a pretty cool blank too. And all you do on that one is a dip in the middle because you don't want to screw up the snowmen, right? You want them to be there. Yeah, smoke rising from eyeballs. What's that, Care? No, Audrey was watching the Wednesday live and she likes the 2 snowman thing with the clear. Carrie says she has plenty of those. That's very good. All right, let me pull the. She means the one with the 2 little snowmen. Yep, she got that. She got a couple of. Yeah, it's Christmas time. People are going to be wanting that Christmas stuff going on. She said she watched the Wednesday episode, and I thought it was an episode of the Wednesday show. Like, oh my goodness, I'm a little slow. I'm a little slow. That's right. So Joe, I think Joe is not here. I think she might be having difficulties with the cat, so we're not going to bother her. I know. She wanted to see a demonstration of how I glue in a tip for the e-painter thing. So we'll do it tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I'm at work on Wednesday, so I have to watch the playbacks. No worries. No worries, Audrey.
Sometimes I can get more.
Just take the number that was on the sheet and just ask Carrie if she's got that
It will
number from
have
Wednesday.
An A, B, C, or D, and then a number after it.
Yep.
But I know which one you're referring to, and I don't think it's sold, so I have that.
Got it. Got it. All right, everybody. Let's see. Let's get to something more exciting looking here. Here we go. That was been a fun night. We got 5 pens done tonight during the live. Took about I know exactly what I'm looking at.
They should be looking at your face.
Oh, let's see. Where's my face at? She says I should be on screen. There's her.
Messy hair. Ugh.
Yeah, see, you shouldn't have been on screen,
I
right?
know.
My hair, I combed my hair this morning. Anyway, been fun all day. Had a great time. Watch for the premieres tomorrow. We're doing Denise's and Christina's pretty much most of the day tomorrow. And then we'll be back tomorrow night for our evening deal. You guys have a great evening, and we give it all back to you now. Say goodbye, Carrie.
Bye.